Hello, my beautiful and talented people. Today we're doing an energy update. I want to say thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. This just flipped over, so I think that there is going to be some end of cycles for most of the people in this reading. But again, I hope everybody... I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing. And I do have two free readings I'm going to give away as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So just make sure you're subscribed and you comment, and then you're in the running. So pile number 1 is the King of Cups. Pile number 2 is the 10 of Cups. Pile 3 is the Tower. And pile 4 is the Strength card. And we're going to move on to our gorgeous pile number 1. All right, pile number 1. I apparently just keep on getting confused by pile number 1 with the King of Cups. All right, let's get an energy update for pile number 1. So King of Cups, it's the 9 of Swords, and the Page of Wands. I'm going to get one more cup before I start deciphering things. So right now, I'm getting that you're having an emotional time. That you're moving away from past things you're moving on to calmer waters. And it looks like you are taking some agency in moving forward, even though you don't really feel like you know what you're doing yet. I feel like I should clarify. Please clarify the 9 of Swords, because I know you are, and of course the 9 of Wands. So you're in your feelings, but I'm getting that this isn't somebody else's energy, that you're really taking the agency to move forward. I feel like you're taking control of your emotions. And really moving forward into better things. And it's because you're taking this control of your life. Of course, the 9 of Swords. I feel like there's, you've been having this anxiety for a long time, but the reason why it's getting better is because you're willing to take action. 7 of Pentacles. I feel like you're just finally ready to move on from something that was not paying off for you. King of Cups. And to clarify, both the 4 of Hearts, which is the 4 of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles, I feel like you were in a situation where you were just not being picked, and people were not being generous towards you, and that it was a very fixed pattern. Like, now this could be romantic. For some of you, this is something that's financial, but you weren't being treated in a generous way, and you were being looked over. And you've taken control of your emotional self. and have decided to move forward, even though this has caused you a lot of anxiety. But you're willing to move forward as much as you need to do. And I know, and I'm getting that you're moving away from what hasn't paid off for you, so that you can move into something that will. Energy update for pile number 1. And you know you're making the right decision because you're no longer willing to put up with these situations that, you know, have potential but don't live up to them. And because, you know, people, whether it's in business or in love, you know, you had people who had no intention of looking out for you. And because you're willing to move on from this, because you're willing to take action, even if you're not sure, you're moving into more calm things, and you're actually moving into happiness and abundance. Whether it's just know that this scary step that you're making to move forward and to overcome your fear is emotionally balancing yourself. It is something that's going to bring you happiness. I do have the 5 of Wands. I'm going to get clarity on that, but I want to pull one more card. I feel like you still have people. There's some people in your life who are, they're not really for you. Some of them mean well and are just giving you bad advice. Some of you, you know, don't mean you well. And it's okay to walk past these people. You have, like, this healing and emotional balancing. Are you the one who's emotionally, because I have the Page of Cups, but this particular Page of Cups in this particular page deck generally coincides with emotional immaturity for me. But I feel like you've got your emotional body together. Like, I feel like, yes, you're still there's still a lot of anxiety related to this, but you're so I feel like some of the people who've been causing you problems are coming from a place of emotional immaturity. You know, I'm getting their needs fulfilled, but, you know, otherwise you're just tired of fighting for this. That's what I'm getting. And it looks like you being willing to move forward is gonna give you real clarity and joy, and it's going to give you emotional balance. I don't think that you're going to get completely there right away, but it's turning the tides. And part of it is, I feel like you're being very brave. Yeah, you're being very brave because you don't know what's going to happen. And you are very scared of what could happen. But I heard anything's better than here, you know. And you're not wrong. You have been running against people who have no intention of giving to you, and, you know, aren't going to offer you what you emotionally need. And I feel like you've come into emotional maturity you're willing to find balance. And the thing is, your willingness to balance yourself out eventually is going to balance your outer situation as well. But I feel like even though you, I'm getting that you realize that you just can't take this anymore. Feel like you've been fighting for something for a long time, and and I feel like it's just not going to give you the payoff. So tell me energy update. Because I don't think that you're the one that's holding off all the energy. But if you think that people are not being caring and giving, you are accurate. And your decision to move forward away from that, and like, even though you're going through a lot of unpleasant things right now, like, Spirit wants to be here to help you out, and is acknowledging that you're just making the first steps in the right direction, which in the right direction being away from things that hurt you. Because what you are going to receive is something that's emotionally fulfilling. Which means you need to let go of people who don't want to give to you. Like, sometimes a loss isn't a loss. And I feel like you're willing to take a loss just because it's so, like, because you don't want to keep on going how you're going. But just know that that there's going to be happiness, fulfillment, new beginnings. Your life isn't going to look like it currently does. And the problem is while you're going to have this clarity, to some extent you're going to have to walk in faith. You're going to have clarity, you're going to have happiness, you're going to have stability that will, outlast you. So just know that all these blessings are here for you, but you can't hold on to people and situations that harm you. Fours are coming out a lot in this reading, so they might be significant to you. But the Four of Swords clarifying take the time you need to heal to be able to release what you need to release, and also to be able to release the people who aren't ever going to give you what you deserve. But I'm getting that while this does cause you a lot of anxiety, you're willing to take the first steps towards moving forward into better things. And I know, and it is something that's scary, and it's like you're having to learn a new way of being. So with the timeout card, is it that you need to put other people on a timeout? Well, I mean, with the Four of Swords, like, you might need to take time to heal. But, I mean, I'm getting that 414 is on the clock. So that might be important. Again, with all the fours. But I'm getting the don't forget to take the time out, that you need. Yeah. That it does take some time to manifest really big things with this, ultimate success. So, but know that, like, if you're willing to walk away from the things that just don't want to pay off, and people and situations that aren't going to, I mean, I'm getting like they might pay off sometimes, but really, I mean, I don't know whether it's a relationship or whether it's a or some kind of money or work thing, but it feels like being strung along, and you no longer being willing to do that, and taking a time out, doing what healing you need to do so that you can find this clarity, get your inner balance, and it's going to lead to success for you. Energy update for pile number 1. Again, I've got a locked heart. I'm really getting that there's somebody in the situation that is determined not to give you what you want, what you need. They're not coming from their, well, I mean, some of them are a little bit on the selfish side, but like it's but it's all right to walk away from people who don't have their heart open to you. Again, you're going to find healing, and you may have to get uncomfortable with following your intuition. Because you're at the threshold of a new... I heard new emotional beginning. And again, with the Ace of Cups. But this is my world charm. So it's like a brand new cycle. Like, right now, you can... you're at a place where you can completely close out a cycle that causes you a lot of anxiety, and really makes you feel more like you're subsisting rather than thriving. And you have the capacity to make that into the new world that you want. But I would concentrate on connections with people who are actually willing to work together with you. Because cooperation is going to be important in your goals and dreams being met. I get that you have loving connections that you should be nurturing. And again, with healing, like there's going to be hope in relationships for you. And you're definitely going to find a partnership that's going to give you hope and healing. But you do have to take this emotional wisdom that you have been able to acquire and use that to manifest what you want. So I can tell that right now your thought of just moving forward, away from the things that aren't working for you is it's the right thing. It's going to help break what I'm getting as is a cycle of negative things in your life, and just open yourself up for the positives, like going away from the things that are hurting you is going to lead you to winning. And you may have to take a time out on some things, and it's okay to do that. But I know you're scared because the cards, because you can't have the moon and the Nine of Swords coming out twice. But don't wonder if that situation was ever going to pay off. It wasn't. Yeah, it's just that even though the choice you're having to make is a scary choice, doesn't mean it's the wrong choice. So I want to say thank you. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So make sure you are subscribed and you comment. And thanks to everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed, booked readings. It all matters, and I'm grateful. Now we're going to move on to pile number 2, which is the 10 of Cups. My gorgeous 10 of Cups. Can I get an energy update for the 10 of Cups? Pile number 2. The 10 of Cups is ultimate emotional fulfillment. So far, the world came out at the very beginning, and both piles so far is that either the world come out or a world charm. So I think overall the energy is leaning towards breaking out of past cycles. But it does feel like there's going to be happiness. So with the Hermit and the 3 of Wands. Now the 3 of Wands is putting an eye towards the future. You guys have experienced some lack, and you do want to be careful about not concentrating too much on the lack and more on where you want to be, because you are making a new cycle for yourself. And you can, you don't need to take on, I was going to say you don't need to keep this lack going on, but the thing is, this lack is the thing that's keeping you from going to your next cycle. Now I'm getting that you have been going inside because you need to make a decision. Just know that, like, there's really big blessings here for you. Of course, I look down and it's the 10 of Cups again. What you can have is ultimate emotional fulfillment. And a passionate new beginning after you break out of a former cycle. So even though, you're taking some time, you're going inside so you can really figure, make it, because you're mentally conflicted and you do need to make a decision. But don't make a fear-based decision. Make a decision based on what you want, because you can have it. Maybe it won't, maybe it won't manifest the same way that you expected it to. Like you may want, a raise at your job, but you may get a different job or own your own business. You are manifesting. You're manifesting a lot. So don't close off options to yourself. Don't stay in indecision and just feel your lack. Realize that you have everything you need to make the things you want happen, but I would think about what you really want. Because if you want money, is it because you want stability? Is it because you want, to buy whatever you want? Money means different things to different people, and think about what your end result is. Figure out what the feeling you want to feel is, because the feeling you want to feel, that ultimate happiness, is something that is achievable for you. And the only things that are in the way are this indecision and, this fear of lack. And you are more like, you have the wisdom to overcome this if you take the time and actually think it over. And actually, put your energy towards that horizon, that thing that you want. Energy update for the pile 2. Yeah, you can have a lot of happiness. You can have love. You could really succeed, and I would follow a creative or passionate thing that follow something new that fills you with passion. Of course, the Ace of Wands, clarifying the Ace of Wands. Like, as soon as you're willing to walk away from the things, it's like you do need to walk away from things that don't serve you, but the things that don't serve you are internalized. It's not like you need to particularly walk away from situations or particularly walk away from people. You need to walk away from mindsets. And you know what? It's fully understandable to be preoccupied with loss if you've experienced loss. And, sometimes that loss can lead you to being very indecisive. But you're kind of stepping on your own success a little bit, because everything's ready to manifest for you. Should I take these ones? All right, these ones just fell out and I felt like I needed to take them. Judgment. You need to reevaluate the situation. Again, like with this Hermit energy, I think that you do need to go inside so that you can make the leap of faith towards the things you actually want. And the Queen of Swords came out too. Are you moving towards a Queen of Swords? Are you the Queen of Swords? I feel like you have been holding off from your heart space. And I love the Queen of Wands. I am a Queen of Wands. But you have the ability to reason through some things so that you're no longer living in this lack of clarity. You have more than you can, like I said, you have everything you need to manifest what you want. You just need to be willing to, again, ending, new beginning. By the way, successful ending, successful new beginning, incredible happiness. You know, it's just, you're just at the precipice, and you need to let go of some mindsets, because they're the only things that are stopping you. Like, you literally have the World and the Fool, the last major arcana and the first one. You can, and then the Ace of Wands came out for you twice. The Ten of Cups is out for you twice. You have the Two of Cups. If there's a love situation, I feel like there is a love situation. Yeah, you're with mirrored souls, like you're right. Like, I don't know if you've been, just afraid that you would lose, so you're not, but you need to be willing to take action, because you have a connection that is about to manifest for you. Like, for some of you, I mean, some of you, your twin flame is going to come back. For some of you, what you're reflecting out is being reflected back towards you. So your internal happiness is going to be reflected back towards you. Like your willingness to manifest. Like, if you're willing to manifest, it's gonna like go to you. It's just you just have like you're still holding on to indecision, and you're still holding on to loss. And once you can figure out how to let go of those things, what you truly want and desire is going to reflect back in you. Like, I can't, there's so many auspicious cards in this pile. So I get that you have had pain. If some of you have been in a twin flame, like there might have been heartbreak in relation to this. I mean, there has been some kind of connection that, it's currently not in good shape. But I'm getting that you can have, this sense of home and happiness. You can have, this incredible abundance and happiness. I think the Ace of Cups was here too. I'm just, your dreams are currently manifesting. And the more you're able to the more you're able to just continue to be your best self, and really willing to give love in the connections in your life. Being willing to end old cycles so that you can just begin new ones. And I feel, and the only two things that is keeping you from all of this happening is that indecision and your concentration on the lack of things. Almost everything, like everything else, like is just, it's everything else is manifesting for you. It's just, like they're, it's just these two mindsets that are keeping, that are in your way. So stop it. I mean, I know it's easier said than done, but like this is really where you can like make whatever you want happen. Stop unnecessarily limiting yourself. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you do want a free reading, I'm going to give away two as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. I also want to thank everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. It all matters. And I really appreciate you. We're going to move on to pile number 3. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 3s. Oh, my brave tower people. Now, the tower is about things that can't continue going away. But it is not the most pleasant experience. So let's clarify the tower. But of course, with the tower and the 5 of Swords, just know that you're going to be able to move on from this. I'm even getting the tower is helping end. The tower is helping end this dishonesty that's been happening. Like this, there has been some negative energy. And I'm getting that with the tower, you can't unsee. The tower is forcing the change that's causing momentum, because I think that you're in a place where you can't unsee like somebody unmasked themselves to you, like showed you who they were. And because of that, you're going to have an opportunity for a passionate new beginning. Because for whatever reason, whether it's business, whether it's in love, you were just building something, but you were given like false information, and because of that, what you were building couldn't stand. But know that you're like getting a brand new stable beginning. You're getting a brand new passionate beginning. King of Cups. Are you the King of Cups? Is this other person the King of Cups? Are you bringing in you know what? You're going to get a new beginning, and I'm getting that you're going to get somebody that really does care about you. Because I feel like you had somebody unmasked for kind of showing you who they are, and and it made you have to reevaluate your life. But new beginnings, somebody who really is going to care about you, and momentum forward. So that's what your energy is. And I know that it is not fun right now. And I'm getting that you, even though things are finally moving forward for you, you may have to occasionally take some baby steps. But it's still going to be movement. So I've got the 7 of Wands. I'm getting, because of this current situation, you may be a little bit defensive about maybe even just believing that people care about you. But know that you're getting like true, real, fresh, new starts. And you just, and that, you can take that, you're gonna be moving towards victory. You just need to be like willing to slowly and surely make that effort. And while you may be a little bit defensive, about opening up to somebody emotionally again, I'm getting that you're getting a good opportunity. It's not, you're not getting more of the same. You're walking away from the thing that you needed to, so that you could receive these fresh starts that you quite frankly earned. The King of Wands. Are you the King of Wands? Is this new person the King of Wands? I get for a lot of you, some of you, this could be financial. Yeah, some of you may be moving towards something but it is emotionally fulfilling. I think that there was somebody that was charismatic in your life. But that person, I think that person kind of showed their hand. And it wasn't, it wasn't loving. It was, it was kind of, whatever they need to do to get what they want. Right. Energy update for pile number 3. So what you're going to, because you've got these new beginnings. Now this is the 3rd ace. So you have 3 out of 4 aces. Like, you're really gonna get a new beginning that's, honest and clear. You're gonna get a new beginning that, you're passionate about. You're gonna get a new beginning that you can really build a foundation off of. Like a foundation that will actually last. Because before, this was built off of false premises. I'm sorry, that was wrong. Premises being a place, you were given, you weren't told the truth. Now you can have victory card. You have emotionally leveled up, and just know that, you can have victory. You can have, something that is real and stable. You can have something that brings you joy. Like all of these things, this needed to happen so that you could have these things for yourself. And this breakdown has to happen so that the wheel of fortune can turn in your favor. But it doesn't feel pleasant right now, but it is. Just like I can't get I mean, other than the Ace of Cups, I don't think I can get any more new and better beginning energy. I mean, the future is so bright that you do need to wear shades. You were just holding on very tightly. To something that wasn't, wasn't going to look out for you. Either a situation or a person. And I'm getting for most of you, it is a person. Really wasn't going to look out for you. Really was like charismatic, attractive, but they were only going to ever look out for themselves. And I think that you've finally and probably painfully come to clarity on this. But all I can say is this painful experience is just allowing you to have a whole new life where you're just a lot more happy. So I know you're experiencing a painful, traumatic ending right now. But it's partially because you just held on to it so long that you just cannot hold on to it anymore. Like, because you were never meant to continue to hold on to it. You're meant to get your happy new beginning with more momentum and being able to take that emotional maturity that you received forward. Shadow self. I mean, I feel like you definitely had to experience somebody's dark side. Like I said, somebody was unmasked for you. Somebody was unmasked for you. But I'm getting that dealing with this person also revealed unhealed parts of yourself. With the I mean, I know that the King of Cups is representing like you're going to bring in somebody, whether it's like, like I said, some of the people in this pile is financial. So like, going to to do get a job in which the person in charge actually cares about you. Or and a lot of you, this is a love interest, as where you have somebody that truly has the ability to give in an emotional sense. But yeah, you're having to maybe face why you kept on staying and dealing with somebody who didn't mean you well. Just so that you can break that cycle and again, have this, like, I can't say blank slate enough. You're just at a blank slate. And you were meant to have this new beginning. So do whatever, you need to do to figure out maybe why you accepted less than what you're worth, because usually that has to do with some wounding. But know that even though this was, this did make you have to face your own shadow self, and you definitely kind of had to see the dark side of somebody. Like, your new beginnings are going to look so much better. So, yeah, you were really dealing with somebody who didn't mean you well. But, you're gonna get taken care of. There's gonna be people who are gonna take care of you. Like, there's brand new beginnings. You just have to be willing, you just need to be willing to take steps towards them. Because you're gonna get things that emotionally satisfy you instead of break your heart. You're going to have brand new beginnings, like, again, brand new beginning, brand new beginning, brand new beginning, brand new beginning. Like the wheel of fortune moving in your favor, brand new beginning. You being able to move forward. Just know that you're gonna actually get something that, you're gonna have hope, and you're gonna, whether it's in business or whether it's in love, you're gonna get a partnership that truly takes care of you. That there is gonna be healing and happiness and hope. This tower happened for you, so that you would be able to just get better out of your life, because you're going to experience, even though the Ace of Cups didn't come out, I just heard, emotions flowing over. Like, you're going to have, experience a lot of passion. You're going to actually be appreciated. So this is about speaking from the heart. Are you going to speak from the heart? I feel like you're going to be put in a position where, like, other people, are going to speak from the heart. Like, they're going to mean what they say instead of be mean with what they say. Just, did I get an oracle card for you? Let me... Pile number 3. This big change was part of your journey with Sacred Journey. You're being forced to shed your skin and be reborn. Again, moving forward, new beginning, new beginning, new beginning, like new cycle. So just know this painful thing is happening so that the negative things can leave your life, because they're not what you're supposed to be holding on to. Yeah. You're living in your pain is not something you're supposed to be holding on to. I mean, it is something that you do need to acknowledge, and you do need to figure out why you may do things. You know, but know that you can always just send that part of yourself, which is just a hurt part of yourself, more healing, because it's time for your success and brand new beginnings. Just it's just exactly time for that. So thank you. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So just make sure you're subscribed and you comment, and then you're on the running. And I also want to say thank you to everybody who's been liking, subscribing, commenting, booking readings. It all matters. I'm very grateful for all of it. And we're going to move on to the final pile number 4, and the Strength card. Hello. With Strength. Now, I just throwing cards as usual, and some of them I can't reach, so I will have to get those later. But with the Strength card, I generally read it as self-control, as really being able to master yourself. The parts that, that get along easy, and the parts that don't. I've really gotten this all twisted in the background, so excuse me. Energy update for the Strength card, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is also very deliberate, very strong, very about self-mastery. And you have definitely been dealing with disappointment. And I feel like most of you have been feeling that in regards to a love situation. Can I get some clarification on the 5? I feel like that you're taking back control. Yeah, you're taking back control of yourself and your energy. 3 of Pentacles. For some of you, there might have been a third party. For some of you, you're just so disappointed because, like, there was such a lack of cooperation. Okay, energy update. So you have the Devil card. So I think that one of the reasons why you're really setting boundaries is that you feel like you have a connection that's toxic and unhealthy for you. We also have the Lovers and the Devil. The Lovers and the Devil are very similar. I mean, except one has an angel looking over them and are making more positive decisions, and the Devil, has the devil overlooking, and people being really chained to things that aren't healthy. But I get that you're willing to, even if you feel a lot of love, you're willing to sever anything that's unhealthy. Again, you're taking that emotional control. You're taking self-control. You're truly, lovers can be about a decision. So, I mean, you're truly making a decision. Energy update. And your decision is that you want a new beginning. And you want that beginning to be something that can build. Like something you can build on. Something that's concrete. Something that can be stable. The Queen of Pentacles. Are you the Queen of? Yeah, you're like, you're really moving. You're in your cerebral energy and you're in your practical energy. You're like, yeah, I mean, you're like, if you don't bring good things into my life, then my feelings don't really matter. I'm going to concentrate on the practical and build that up. And the World comes out. I knew the World was, the World was just coming up for pretty much everybody. You're ushering in a new cycle in your life. And partially because you're unwilling to live in toxic situations. You're like, I'm done with the toxic situations. Yeah, I might be hurt about it. I might even still have feelings, but you're like, if you're only going to bring me pain, you're willing to let go. And because of that, you're bringing in a new cycle. I'm sorry, I hit the microphone, so hopefully that wasn't that loud. So through your strength, through your self-discipline, through your willingness to concentrate on the practical, you're going to succeed. In fact, you are succeeding with the King of Cups. Are you the King of Cups? Is this person that you... Is this person coming back? I feel like for some of you, and certainly not all of you, some of you, this person who was acting in a negative fashion will start realizing that they need to act in a better way. Some of you, you're going to, either way, shutting down this negative situation is the right thing to do. Some of you, this person, once they've gained a greater degree of emotional maturity, this person may come back around. But you do need to end this cycle so that you can have a new one. For some of you, you're just going to bring in somebody who actually cares about you, who isn't going to bring you that kind of negativity. Either way, that's starting to happen at speed, and it's because you're just... This is the person who doesn't put up with any bull, and this is bull. Like you're like, I'm done with that. And you know what? You being willing to be done with that and really meaning it, You just had the world come out twice. Like, that's what's going to bring your emotional fulfillment, your brand new beginning. Like, no matter what, you're going to win. And I'd say for the people coming back, I'd say that that's not most of you. Most of you, you're going to bring in somebody that actually can be emotionally open, you know, does actually hold the feelings, you know, and with the 9 of Wands, oh, so the 9 of Wands is just before the 10. The 10 is an ending. Like, you're right at the precipice. You're right at this ending, so that basically you can become gloriously successful. And you're being gloriously successful because you're maintaining this self-control. You're being strong. I mean, and while you are disappointed, maybe you're willing to look at what you still have. So just know that you're going to receive love, whether it's good things are coming for you. Wish fulfillment is coming for you. And it's because you're willing to move forward. You're willing to, if it's a relationship, you're willing to be alone rather than be with somebody who harms you. You're definitely not going to be alone forever, but it's like having enough self-respect to really get yourself out of any negative thoughts that you've been holding on to. But like, you're not stuck at all. You're moving forward. You may have with the shadow self. I'm sorry, that was aggressively put down. I feel like for the most part you have been doing a lot of shadow work. And that's why you're willing to let go, even though it's been a long time coming. And like, that's why you're willing to let go of the negative things, because you have been doing that shadow work. You've been figuring out the parts of you that still may be hurt, so you can take control, so you can break patterns. And boy, are you going to break out in a spectacularly successful way. So, I mean, just know that you concentrating on the practical, that you really cutting it off with any negativity. Like, you're gonna win. You're gonna be successful. You're just, there's so much. There's so much. But one of the reasons why it's going to be such a big relief is because the cycle you were going through wasn't fun. But your life isn't going to continue to look like that, because you're refusing to let it continue to look like that. So know that you're doing the right thing, that whoever and whatever situation you're letting go of, accurate, absolutely something that you need to let go of. Even in the small percentage of cases where that person's coming back, You holding on was never going to help them get their act together. It was just going to continue to enable negative things. And even if they do come back, that would be about you and your own boundaries. But you're getting success, you're getting happiness, and it's because that you're not willing to put up with things that are unworthy of you, as you shouldn't. So yes, there was somebody that was dishonest in this relationship. I think that you did gain some wisdom in your heart. That even though you may be a little bit more closed off now, you're gonna be able to open up again. You're going to receive appreciation again. You just couldn't keep on holding on to broken things. You've gained so much wisdom, and you just need somebody who's actually going to work together with you. Oh, and I dropped the passion charm, but there's going to be a lot of passion. So I want to say thank you. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So just make sure that you are subscribed and you comment and you're in the running. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Especially of people who've been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. It all matters, and I'm really grateful. Thank you so much.